It's your boy Hype, bringing you another weekly Nightfall strike on the Animal Instincts gaming channel, and Omnigul's ugly ass is back again. Cannot stand this strike in particular, but this time we gonna cheese it. As usual, we have epic, highly shielded and highly aggressive enemies appear in great numbers. We have Nightfall. If you die, you're done. If all players die, your fire team is returned to orbit. This week's damage of choice is Void Burn. Void damage from any source is greatly increased, but we also have Solar Burn. Solar damage from any source is greatly increased, and we have Arc Burn. Arc damage from any source is greatly increased. So this week's damage of choice is whatever the hell you want it to be. Now I'm going to be going in there with my 365 Fatebringer along with my level 34 Warlock. And I'm also going to be heading in there with the LDR. It's got the armor piercing rounds, which is a requirement if you want to cheese this way. And I'm going to be going in there with Galley to Goat. So let's get this thing rolling, man, and see what we can do. Hopefully this will help you out, man. Omnigul. Cannot stand this strike. It's the most overplayed damn strike ever of all times. Enough is enough with this, Bungie. Put it to bed for a while. Right here in the beginning, we're just going to keep things sped up until you get right to the top of these steps. Now right through here, you're going to have a little opening where you can take out a few of the enemies that are up there on that ledge trying to snipe. After you take them down, there's going to be a few enemies off to the left where I like to shoot some rockets over and just wreck them. After you kill a certain amount of enemies, the skanks are going to come out to play, and be ready for them. They have the solar shield, so if you don't have a solar primary or secondary, they can be a nuisance. But I'm going to show you, if you do get overran and need to take cover, I'm going to show you right here when these skanks come out to play. I launch a nade. It only takes out one of them. But right here, if you just run down back to these steps and go to the second flight of steps, they won't, there's a certain point that they'll come to and they won't come any further. So you can crouch down, heal up, head glitch, do whatever you need to do, and easily take them down. Now that just doesn't go for the skanks, that goes for the thrall, when the thrall come out, when the hive are out to play, and also along with the skanks comes like four invis sword bitches. But there is no light switch this time around, so they're not that, you don't have to worry about them too much. But if there's ever light switch, you're going to want to run from them too. So just keep that in mind. If you're ever getting overran or need to heal up, head back there. And for the most part, you're not going to leave. Don't cross this doorway until it's time to. Now after that, I came up, took out the invis guys. There's a few more enemies that you're going to need to kill until the thrall spawn in. Look at that. Horrible aim. Horrible. But once the thralls spawn in, you can let them either ward out with all the enemies and kind of, you know, once they're all dead, then come out and kill them. Or you just line them up, and as they come running down the steps, you just pop them right in the head. And the Fatebringer is an absolute beast for this. I'm just going to speed things up here because it's just the same thing, man. It's just me standing in this doorway, killing off enemies. And you got to kill off enough of the enemies, the majority of the thrall, and then you'll hear Eris Morn saying, keep moving forward, trying to get you killed. Because right as she says that, a few more enemies are going to come running down the doorway that's blocked off by the lasers. Kill a few of them. As long as you have enough cleared, you don't have to kill them all. Then you can just push forward, head through that opening. And then you're at the next little area, little enemy encounter area. So right there you see, it's basically just target practice. Come to this area, snipe as many enemies as you can. But just keep your eye out for the invis, because right there, as you seen when I turned, when the invis guys come, the skanks, they just pop up out of nowhere. Unannounced, uninvited. That's how skanks do it, man. Come on. These guys should all know this by now. So you want to make sure you keep yourself protected from the skanks at all times and at all costs. Whatever. We're rambling on about that. But anyways, when they come out, if you head back to those steps, nothing will pursue you to that point. And it's a safe spot where you can kill them, then come back out, do some more target practice, some sniping. You're going to kill off majority of these enemies that are out here stationary, and then a ship will come in. Now when that ship comes in, it's going to drop off a few more enemies, but also the next round of skanks are going to be coming out to play. Now you should be able to see the invisible guys. They'll appear right up to the left, and once you see them, that's when you know the skanks they're coming. So just run. It's pretty much right as the ship drops in too. See, there's the invis guys. Shoot a couple snipes and foul miserably, but look at that. Right there, skank just appeared out of nowhere. So you don't want to be ADS shooting at enemies out there and then get shot in the back from the skanks, and if you're damaged, they can do some serious damage. It is all 3 burns, so anything that the enemies have will hurt you as well. So that's about it. That's the only thing that's really got any chance of giving you any kind of problems, in my opinion, on this little encounter, the second portion of this strike. So I'm just going to speed things up here because the rest is just target practice, just killing all the enemies. I'm going to keep things sped up until we get to Omnigul, and I'm going to show you how to cheese her. I've showed it before, but I know some people are new to the channel. So I would say that this cheese isn't really faster, but it's definitely easier, especially if you're solo. I mean, even if you're with a team, if the team just goes to this spot first and one guy goes down and gets Omnigul to go where she needs to go, then the other 2 can just wreck her. But we'll get to that when the time comes, man. As I mentioned in the last strike, we are almost at 1,000. We're even closer now than what we were then, and there will be milestone giveaway at 1,000. It's just my way to give back to you guys, man, and show my appreciation for everybody's contributions and comments and likes and shares and everything that you guys do. It's my way of doing something for you. And we're going to keep that rolling for as long as this channel goes. You know, we'll see how far it goes, and we got 1,000, 10,000, and I don't know. We'll keep going as they come. Let's take it 1 milestone at a time. So here we go. Here's Omnigul. And what you're going to want to do is, once you see her, just shoot her ugly ass a couple of times. She's going to scream, spawn in some enemies, and run. If you do enough damage to her, she'll just keep going. She won't even stay at the second spot. And you're going to want to clear out all these enemies. And again, if you get overran here, you just got to back up towards where you came in at. And you'll see me do here, even though this one thrall, I guess he just tasted blood right here. He hits me once, and right there is normally where they stop. But this guy just chased me all the way back, hit me again, so I had to smack him down. But you'll see right there, see how nothing's coming forward, and you can just slowly progress, take out the enemies. That's if you get overran, or you can easily just hop right up on those crates or whatever the hell they are that were right to the left there. Now from here, you got the throw in the corner right at the outhouse dropping a deuce. But the main thing you want to take out are these wizards. I bring out my Gallahorn. 1 Gallahorn shot will easily destroy that thing, especially with solar burn. And there's the other one. There's 2 wizards. That one we almost traded off there. Once you take out those 2 wizards, there's the ogre. He's not a problem. Couple snipes, the ogre's down, and then you're going to slowly just creep around this corner, killing out the enemies that are close to you. Then you're going to worry about, there's a few knights in the back, boomers. Once all these enemies that are up close, the knights and the thrall, the cursed thrall. Once they're all cleared out, then start worrying about the knights that are in the back. Now, you want to make sure that you do this if you're going to play this out the way that I do here. Because if not, if you were to just go there right now, even though Omnigul's where she's supposed to be, you could end up killing her and nothing will happen. So you got to hit these checkpoints first before you head to where I head to. And it's definitely, like I said, I think it's a little bit more time consuming. Especially, I mean, if you just go in there with the Gjallarhorn, you'll really be able to wreck Omnigul. But, you know, you just don't have to deal with all the rest of the crap. And last time this was around, which was only a couple weeks ago, I played it heads up. So it was time to do it a little bit different this time around. So I'm just clearing out all the enemies until I know it's clear and I can push forward and hit that checkpoint, and it's going to pop up on the top left corner of the screen saying kill Omnigul. Now that's what you want to see. See that little checkpoint right there? Make sure you go to that point, and then from here I'm going to speed it up. We're going to head all the way back out to the Skywatch. And when you get out there, you're going to want to go over to the right and all the way to the right corner of the map. A lot of times the wolf pack, they'll be there. But here, you're going to hop over this fence. You can walk around it too if you want. And then from here, this door, you're going to do a breach. You're going to try and do a wall breach using your sparrow. And there's plenty of tutorials on how to do it. And obviously, as you can see right here, I'm not the best at it. But this to run, I'm going to slow it down a little bit for you. Go right up against the door, press the back button, turn around and step forward, because it makes you want to be as close to that door as possible when you bring out your sparrow. And you'll even see, if you watch that back, as I was holding X, as it was almost full, I took a small step forward, bring out the sparrow, and you breach right through the door. Now, once you get that done, that's really the most difficult part. The rest of this is easy. You're going to want to hop up that hill, then head down into this ditch, and I'm going to shoot right where you need to jump up at. And just be careful, because things will disappear and reappear when you're back here, because it's kind of an area you're not supposed to be, so things don't render properly. But follow this roof line down, and then you're going to hit a little loading screen right here. Now, this is where it can get a little bit tricky, but once you load in, you're going to want to keep walking forward a little bit. You'll see I turn back around, walk forward, you're going to fall down. When you fall down, turn right and hop up on these rocks. There's rocks right here, like a little mini mountain, I guess, and then follow that path down, and you can see them right there when they jump. They appeared in. Hop up on this roof. From here, you're there. Once you're on this roof, just follow it down and hop up onto this roof. And from here, you got one more roof to hop up on, and you are there. And this is what I was saying. And right in the beginning, if you had a full team, if two guys went and did this, and one guy went and did what I did, right as that checkpoint was hit, Omnigul, they would be able to wreck her. But you got to make sure you have armor-piercing rounds. And there's Omnigul shooting her through the wall. She has no clue what the hell to do. Shooting her ugly ass right in the face. She's gonna scream, throw her poison down. There ain't nothing she can do about it. You going down, Omnigul. And that's really it, man. Like I said, this way you don't have to deal with all the other enemies. You don't have to deal with nothing. Now, there are times when I've gotten hit a little bit doing this. So just be careful of that. Be aware of that. You know, back up a little bit if you are getting hit. Don't stand too close to where your body's breached halfway through the wall. And you shouldn't have a problem. Now right here we got a comment from last week's solo run. And this one is from Ken Cove. What up, Cove? He got that galley itch this week. And I haven't been on much, so I didn't get a chance to talk to you and see how that went. Did you get a chance to scratch it? He's still one of the unfortunate ones without the Gjallarhorn, man. He's hoping to get it, and he'll get it. It's been dropping a lot more for everybody else. But that's it. Omnigul is down. Shout out to Cove, man. Appreciate you stopping in and checking out the vid last week. Hopefully you checked this one out. Now let's see the roll. Boom. The Purifier robes. And I was actually happy about this because I was out of town when Zer brought these, so I didn't get a chance to get them. I was actually missing this piece to the collection, and they're actually a good piece to have, man. So I was pretty excited about this, and really can't complain, man. I was happy about that. But I'm going to bring up a screenshot of them and show you the upgrades. And that's going to about wrap it up for me in this video, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. If so, don't forget to hit that like button. And for a chance to be featured in next week's solo run, just leave a comment on this one. And if you haven't, be sure to subscribe to Animal Instincts Gaming. As always, thanks for watching. Till next time, Animals, it's your boy Hype. We out.